What if I told you that the quietest person in the room is often the one thinking the loudest? Not shy, not bored, not broken, just processing a world that was never designed for the way their mind works. Today, we're going to talk about quiet people, what's really going on inside them, why the world keeps misreading them, and why their silence might actually be one of the most powerful things about them. Stay with me, because if you are a quiet person or you love one, this might be the most important thing you watch today. Quietness isn't a personality flaw. It's not a wound that needs healing. For many people, it is hardwired into the very architecture of their nervous system. Researchers who have studied infant temperament discovered that some babies are simply born more reactive, more sensitive, more tuned in. The same sound, the same face, the same new environment, and these babies registered it more intensely than others. When those same children were followed into adulthood, a large number of them had grown into quieter, more inward people. Not because something went wrong, but because when your nervous system is built to absorb more, the world becomes a much louder, busier, more overwhelming place to navigate. So you learn to go inward. You learn to observe rather than perform. That's not a deficit. That is a different kind of intelligence. Before we go further, if this is already making you feel seen, please take 1 second to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. New uploads go out regularly, and I'd love for you to be here for them. Now let's keep going. Here's something nobody talks about. Quiet people are not blank inside. They are full, sometimes overwhelmingly so. While a conversation is happening around them, they are simultaneously listening to the words being said, noticing the tone underneath those words, catching the contradiction between what someone says now and what they said 20 minutes ago, and quietly filing all of it away. They are funny, genuinely, brilliantly funny, but they have an internal filter that catches most of their best thoughts before they reach their mouth. And by the time the room has moved on, they're still sitting there, holding a perfectly crafted observation with nowhere to put it. Sometimes that thought gets texted to one person at 11 at night. That one person thinks they're the most entertaining human alive. The rest of the world never finds out. That's a particular kind of loneliness, being witty in a way that's almost completely invisible. And it doesn't stop there. Quiet people process their emotions deeply too. Grief doesn't pour out of them. It settles slowly, layer by layer, like sediment at the bottom of still water. Joy catches them off guard and lingers quietly for longer than they'd ever admit. They are entire universes, walking around in silence. Here's where it gets painful. From a young age, quiet people receive a message. Sometimes it's direct, sometimes it's wrapped in good intentions, but the message is the same. Something about you needs to be fixed. Teachers write it in report cards. Parents fret about it at dinner. Relatives at family gatherings treat every quiet moment like a puzzle to be solved. Over time, that message accumulates, and the quiet person stops just being quiet. They become private too. Quiet and private are not the same thing. Quiet is how much you speak. Private is what happens after enough people treated your interior world like a curiosity rather than something worth honoring. Privacy becomes a boundary, not one that was consciously chosen, but one that formed the way skin thickens over time in response to friction. And the cruel irony? The people most often described as distant or closed off are frequently the most attentive, the most loyal, the most genuinely present people you will ever meet. When a quiet person finally decides to say something, when something crosses that internal line between, "I'll keep this to myself," and "this actually needs to be said," pay attention. Those words have been lived in for a while before they were ever spoken. They've been turned over, tested, refined. What comes out has weight to it, precision, intentionality. People often notice this without being able to explain it. There's something different about what this person just said, something that lands, that's not an accident. That is the product of a mind that never stopped working just because the mouth stayed quiet. Getting close to a quiet person takes patience. In the early stages, they are watching, measuring the gap between what you seem to be and what you actually are. Testing not consciously, but testing whether you're the kind of person who can hold their interior world without flinching. Most people don't make it all the way in. Those who do, they are held with a loyalty that runs incredibly deep. It's not clingy, it's not dramatic, it's just the quiet certainty that this person earned their way here, and they matter. Quiet people count those people on one hand, and they protect them fiercely. So here's the bottom line. Quiet people are not waiting to become someone else. They are not unfinished. They are not a problem in need of a solution. They are doing something constantly, something rich, complex, and deeply human that just happens to be invisible from the outside. The next time you're in a room with someone who isn't saying much, don't rush to fill it. Don't make it awkward. Just let them be. They will notice. They always do. And if this video resonated with you, if it gave a name to something you've always known but never heard anyone say out loud, please give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. There's a lot more coming, and I think you'll want to be here for them. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.